YouTube? Topaz Yates back for another review, and this one is to that Beyonce, The Spirit, as this is a song off the Lion King soundtrack, and I'm really reviewing this one because that Lion King soundtrack should be coming out tonight, and I want to test the waters. I want to see if people are actually interested in this soundtrack. To be honest with you, I don't think so, because everybody has heard the Lion King, as Lion King is somewhat of a musical. So ultimately, all of the songs that you hear from the soundtrack, you're going to know exactly what part of the movie is going to be in. Just like this song here. And you know, mild spoiler warning for anybody who doesn't know, who hasn't watched it, in which I don't know what you've done in your life if you've never seen The Lion King. But this song ultimately is taking place at the time when Nala is trying to get Simba to come back, as he's adult Simba, to claim what is his. And Beyonce's rendition of it ain't that bad. You feel me? It's staying true to the true variation of it from back when. Like, and did you guys know that Hans Zimmer was the one who did the original Lion King soundtrack? Hans Zimmer being the guy who did the Inception soundtrack, who did all of the DC Universe movie soundtracks, which everybody felt that that was over the top. The guy that did all the Christopher Nolan Batman movies and such, man. Like, you realize how heavy in the game he's been for so long. And to be real with you, after seeing a little bit of footage of the movie, like through the commercials and all that, I don't know, fam. Like, Lion King was a phenomenal, like, kids movie that I liked way back when. But what they're doing in the scenes that I seen from the commercials and all that, it's more banter than anything. And like, it seems like they're somewhat freestyling as they go. I feel as though they're deviating from the actual script of the original A-Bit because they want people to freestyle. And they got, like, the cast to do it, with Beyonce being Nala. You got Childish Gambino being adult Simba. You even got John Oliver being the toucan. You got Seth Rogen being Puma. Like, these are like the perfect castings to have for this Lion King. So they're giving them free reign to do whatever it is that they want to do with it. But this is something that I'm just gonna have to go see in order to determine if it pans out, as the movie is coming out on July the 19th. Interested, but not that interested to actually go watch it when it first comes out, because I know everybody and their mom is gonna be doing that. But for those of you who don't pay attention to lyrics, to understand what is actually being said here, you're just listening to the music, man. This is the basic concept of it, is you can feel the spirits of nature all around us, dictating us to go and do what we need to do to uplift us to being the king as Simba ultimately is supposed to be. Overall, an enjoyable song, just not a great new variation or rendition of the original. Not anything that will stand on its own outside of the actual movie. You feel me? So, it was okay. But this concludes the review, but let's go ahead and touch on some of the news subjects that came out recently, man. Like, did you guys see that Kanye West is doing some Star Wars themed homes for some apparent reason? Well, this is him channeling the home of Luke Skywalker, where, if you haven't seen Star Wars, these houses that he's building like this ain't nothing but desert igloos, you dig? As he's doing that to make the world a better place, as he said back in 2018 when he somewhat announced that he's doing unique architecture, and this is supposed to be affordable homes as well, most likely on that land that he was showing that he had the interview with Charlemagne the God. Well, you know, that is interesting. I wouldn't buy a desert igloo though. And lastly, did you guys see that Spinderella, the DJ for Salt and Pepper, is suing Salt and Pepper for at least $125,000 of royalties that were unpaid? And I know a lot of people were like, okay, Salt and Pepper was a long time ago. Like, this money must have accumulated over a long span of time. But no, this was only after like 10 years, Salt and Pepper made $600,000 in royalties. So Salt and Pepper has made $60,000 a year in the cut because people are still using Push It on movies, playing it in clubs and things of that nature, because Sound Exchange are the people that go out and collect all of this money. And Spinnerella didn't realize that all of this money was coming in and they wasn't giving her anything. And this is why, one, you understand what royalties are, you never sign those away, because Salt and Pepper have been done from the scene, so they shouldn't be making more money than a lot of these newer acts are doing that got buzzes and such. And two, you always keep track of these things. You never just believe somebody else is going to take care of you. I don't care if these people are your friends that you grew up with and all of that. When you start to see $60,000 coming continuously and another person ain't actually seeing it happen, they don't know that it's happening, these people will not have the morals to pay you the money that they ultimately owe, because you may never know and they just gonna eat off of you forever and you just gonna hold that L. Like, always understand this part of the business, or else you're going to lose out, because it's happened to so many people. I hope you enjoyed the show. You can follow me at Twitter up there, and you can go to downloadpads.com, that's down there, to read today's article.